you're working with words that are mentioned in the Quran. Then you're going to work with two words. Then plural words that come in the Quran. So when you look, you can understand that's a single word, that's a plural word. What does this word mean? Add on two words slowly, you get yourself into sentences. The Quran's broken into simple sentences like Inna dhalika ala Allahi yasir Wallahu bima ta'maluna basir. And there's a lesson in each one of them. When you look at that, you can reflect and understand the meaning. So dedication, commitment is very important. Inshallah. Okay, let's just start then. Okay, al-malu.
Wealth.
Al-ilmu.
Knowledge.
Al-kabiru.
The greatest.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. Al-qiyamatu.
Day of judgment.
So usually comes yawm al-qiyamah. Yawm means day. Yeah, that's okay. Al-islahu.
Righteousness.
Righteousness is taqwa. अपनी इस्लाह करें.
Reconciliation.
Yeah, that's one meaning.
Reconciliation is different. That's when you reconcile between two people.
That's one meaning. Then another meaning is
Reformation.
rectify is one meaning. So when it comes in the Quran, there's two places that it comes. Okay? In uridu illa al-islah. So one meaning is reconcile, and the other meaning can be, what was that word? Rectify. Reform, that's another meaning. Yeah.
That's how I remember it.
Ramadan, al-khashyatu. Fear, that's like different compared to the other fear. So, yeah, so where a person says fear, al-khawf, that fear is, that refers to if you're something which is by nature something that can attack you, like the example of Musa alayhi salam and the serpent. Allah says, قُلْنَا لَا تَخَفْ. Okay, Quraysh, that's okay. An-nasu, as-subhu,
Patience.
that's sabr. Subh, that's from your background, Pakistani background, subah.
Or as in culture or
How much more clues? Subah. Learning Arabic you learn Urdu as well. All the weak points in Urdu will become, so you won't forget that now, innit?
no.
Okay. At-taqwa. Consciousness. An-najatu. Qasim. So there's two Qasims here. One's behind the other. We'll go with the one that inside first. Then we'll go out.
Me.
Yeah, no, this Qasim first, inside. इसमें तुम्हारी नजात है. Najat. Safety. Salvation can be another meaning. Najat makes it easier. Safety. इसमें तुम्हारी नजात है. أدعوكم إلى النجاة. Okay, next, az-zinatu. Adornment. Yeah, see, now you're reading the Quran verses. Okay, next, at-ta'atu. Qasim. Yeah. Ad-dinaru. Harun. Without any help, please.
Money.
Dinar is a currency. Dinar, that's what it's called. In the Quran, it's called dinar as well. Where does it come in the Quran? وَمِنْ أَهْلِ الْكِتَابِ مَنْ إِنْ تَأْمَنْهُ بِقِنْطَارٍ يُؤَدِّهِ إِلَيْكَ وَمِنْهُمْ مَنْ إِنْ تَأْمَنْهُ بدينار لا يؤديه. الساحر. Brother Yaqub. Sahir with a sin. You come to the wrong place at the wrong time. Sahir.
I knew it, I just got.
You thought it was going to be a first, so that's why it's not there.
Sahir next.
Magician.
Magician, yeah. This was said to prophets. Na'udhu billahi min dhalik. That is Sahir. Next, Al-Majnoon. Crazy, madman. Al-Jinnu, Brother Musa.
No question marks out.
As-Sajidu. Okay. Al-Raki'u.
The bower.
That's that. Okay, next. Al-Ruhu.
soul.
Al-Hisabu.
Reckoning.
Reckoning. In the Quran it comes like Yawm al-Hisab, day of reckoning. Okay? Hisab also in Urdu. What is it called in Urdu? Brother Jamil.
Yeah, maths, right?
Maths, yeah. Because you have to do all that. Okay. And a person, you said, Hisab kare. Let's do some accounts. Hisab kitab, yeah. Look, see, that's it. You'll get your Urdu as well. Al-Fadlu. Grace. Al-Fathu. That is al-Yaqeen. Victory. Surah Al-Fath comes in the Quran. Remember the story. So connect Surah Al-Fath comes in the Quran. Para 26. What did Allah mention in Surah Al-Fath? About, it was revealed after the story of Hudaybiyah. And what was hidden in that story? If you remember, I told you that. Conquest of Makkah. So remember that Fath, victory, Surah Al-Fath. Okay, next. Al-Yaqeenu.
Certainty.
Certainty, yeah. Al-Shakku.
Doubt.
Doubt, yeah. Al-Mujrimu. Qasim. Criminal. Al-Faridatu. Harun. Yeah, fathers. Namaz is fathers. Obligation. Al-Qaryatu. Al-Tasbih. Tasbih. Al-Jalalu. Majesty. Yeah. It's the last part of Surah Rahman. We've got a student now, Madrasa, called Jalal. So he said to me, Ustadi, does my name come in the Quran? So then I started thinking, okay, now I need to find something. I said, yeah, in Surah Rahman, Tabarak asmu rabbika dhil jalali wal ikram. Then he was happy. As-sururu. The last word I said was the clue. Happiness. Al-hijabu. Yeah. Al-mustaqim.
Straight path.
Yeah. Usually comes with straight path. Sirat al-mustaqim. Yeah. Straight, mustaqim, yeah. Al-ma'diratu.
Excuse?
Yeah. وجاء المعذرون من الأعراب يعتذرون إليكم إذا رجعتم. It comes in the Quran, the munafiqeen, after the time of Tabuk, they came and started putting their excuses. This is what happened, but there was 3 companions that got left behind, but they didn't put any excuse, they just said we didn't go. Ash-shahadatu. Yeah. That, okay. Let's move on. Before we move on, one thing which I need to tell is important. As I said to you, every other lesson you will learn something familiar with the Arabic language. We're not going too much into grammar, but something so you're familiar with the Arabic language. Okay. In last sabak, we had as-sajidu ar-raki'u. if you take the alif lam off and say sajid or raqi, it means the person that's doing the action of sajda, or the person that's doing the action of ruku. Think of another word, katib, the one that is the writer. Okay? And we also, so whenever you get a word that, and the template that you will have is fa'il. In any word that you see that matches this word like sajid, raqi, katib, they will all come in the meaning of doing an action, the doer, the one that's doing the action. Yeah? If we go back, we've had quite a few. Let me just look for one or two. Al-alim, example. That comes under the same thing, the knower.
So what does fa'il mean?
Fa'il means in itself, it means a doer.
Okay.
Okay? So anything that fits under that pattern, it'll be doing the one that is doing that action. Fa'il underneath, raqi, the one that's doing ruku, sajid, the one that's doing sajda. Okay?
It's a verb basically. Umar.
Yes, so it's made from the verb. So the actual thing is from the noun, and then the doing action. In grammar terms, it's called isme fa'il. So it's made from the ism, and it's the one that's doing the action. Okay? As we go along, I'll give you some more examples, inshallah. Right, okay, let's move on now. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Okay, al-fasiq means a disobedient. Fasiq, fajr comes in Urdu, the one that is an open sinner as well, you can say. A person that commits sin. You know when someone says he's a fasiq, meaning that he is committing sin openly. Al-istighfar, seeking forgiveness. Whenever you see something with a sin written in this manner, it means when you're seeking something. Al-istighfar, seeking forgiveness. Next, al-ikhtilafu, alternation. Ikhtilaf, it usually comes in the Quran for when the night and day changes.
Difference? Is that another meaning?
Difference can be, the changes of the night and day. So, inna fi ikhtilafi al-layli wan-nahar. So when the night comes, when the night ends and the day comes, changes can be one. Some of the mufassirin, they've used the word alternation. Ikhtilaf. Al-faqiru means the poor. Al-ghaniyu, two meanings. One could be the rich, one could be the self-sufficient. Al-ghani is a sifat, quality of Allah as well. Allah is self-sufficient. Allah is not in need of anyone. Wallahu al-ghaniyyu wa antum al-fuqara. And if you want to say someone's ghani, to a person that's from the creation makhluk, then you say he's ghani, he's rich, he's wealthy. And al-ghaniyyu, the self-sufficient, Allah. Al-khiyanatu, treachery, betrayals, another word. Khiyanat is in Urdu as well. وَإِذَا اؤْتُمِنَ خَانَ, it comes in hadith. 3 signs of a hypocrite. One of the signs, when he's entrusted with something, does khiyana, treachery. Okay? Or betrayal. Al-khabithu, 2 meanings. One is evil and one is impure. In the Quran, Allah mentions, قُلْ لَا يَسْتَوِي الْخَبِيثُ وَالطَّيِّبُ. The word khabith we can use it as something which is evil, or this is ye khabith jiza, like we would say, okay? But when the Quran mentions khabith, it's talking about wealth. When Allah mentions in the Quran, قُلْ لَا يَسْتَوِي الْخَبِيثُ وَالطَّيِّبُ وَلَوْ أَعْجَبَكَ كَثْرَةُ الْخَبِيثِ. There was one person who came to a scholar and he said, make dua that Allah gives me so much wealth and it's halal as well. So he said, look, don't worry about so much, even if you have a little and it's halal, that's fine. And he read this verse, قُلْ لَا يَسْتَوِي الْخَبِيثُ وَالطَّيِّبُ. When it comes to the wealth, the impure and pure are not equal. وَلَوْ أَعْجَبَكَ كَثْرَةُ الْخَبِيثِ. Even the one that is impure, wealth may seem that it's a lot. People do all kinds of earnings of haram. It may seem a lot and it's easy money, but it's impure. It's not worth anything. You can't do anything with it. Neither your sadaqah is accepted. The only thing you can do with it is give it to the poor people, and you won't, without making intention of reward, you won't get anything. So in Islam, and the Quran is mentioned halal, tayyib. Al-waliyu, guardian, another meaning protector. In nikah, you know when they say, look, this is the wali, the guardian. So this, the one that's gonna hand it over for nikah, and then protector as well. And this is Allah's attribute as well. Innama waliyukumullah. And one meaning can also come as friend as well. So there's three meanings that we've given: guardian, protector, and friend. Al-hajatu, need. Hajat in Urdu as well. Al-dhannu, thought, guess, something which not enough sufficient evidence to say that is certain. Adhunnu, I think, thought.
Suspicion?
Yeah, that can be one meaning as well, suspicion. There was another meaning I found in the Quran translation. Is it, I don't know how to say it,
Conjecture.
Conjecture. What would be a simple meaning for conjecture?
Doubt.
Another meaning. Not doubt, because dhan means like you're saying something which you think, but you don't have, it's not something that is certain.
Speculate. Yes.
Speculate sounds
Suspicion is mentioned in one of the translations, isn't it?
One of the
places.
Suspicion can be one. So how would you bring suspicion in a sentence with this word? I suspect. Yeah. It's like you're saying, I think,
Yeah.
but there's not full evidence.
If you're being suspicious about someone, for example.
But then when you say suspicious, you're suspicious is like you think there's something shady about this person.
Speculate.
What assumption?
Assumption is
How is it in the Quran, the verse?
إِن يَتَّبِعُونَ إِلَّا الظَّنَّ.
And then
Okay.
it carries on twice.
وَإِنَّ الظَّنَّ لَا يُغْنِي مِنَ الْحَقِّ شَيْئًا. And the meaning that conject. But then I thought not to use that because it's a difficult word.
I think avoid suspicion because.
Yeah, because it gives you another type of.
Yeah.
Yes, suspicion, no, it's a negative.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like one meaning could be guess, thought, adhunnu. In Arabic, when you say adhunnu, I think.
This is you see a man with a woman, and you jump to the conclusion.
Yeah.
It could be this.
Yes.
Suspicion. You are being suspicious. Then they might go to something. And you're not allowed to do that. You're not allowed to have bad thoughts about. Just because you've seen something, you're speculating, aren't you?
Yes.
That could be the case.
That
You are
in
being
one
suspicious.
way as well, yeah.
I'm suspicious about you.
That is kind of the same thing in it. Basically, in a word, saying something with not enough evidence. It's a thought, it's a guess.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Then they
Speculate generally is in.
Whichever word you want to use, one word is guess. I thought, I guess, speculate, I suspect is fine.
It's always against the negative side, isn't it? That you're
Suspicion is more
pointing.
negative.
Yeah.
Sorry.
In that sentence there, it is negative. Don't do that, it's bad.
Yeah.
The zan is very, very bad. You're told not to.
Yeah, so one of these words is fine. Yeah. Al-makanu means a place. Ar-ridwanu, pleasure. Rizamandi in Urdu. Wa ridwanum min Allahi akbar. This word comes once in the Quran. Al-aktharu means the most. Remember, we're going to come back to this type of word, anything that fits on this word. In Arabic, one thing, some words, you use them as a template, and anything that matches that will have a similar meaning.
Kathir, is that the same?
Yes, but kathir, al-akthar, you know how it's written. I'll have to write it on the board and explain. Because I need to explain it once only. And then any word you see in the Quran, automatically then you will know that there's something that what is connected to. Like al-akthar means the most. Anything that sits on that word will mean a lot. Like al-a'la. Okay? But we're going to go into that when we go into the next lesson where it comes about the names of Allah. Isa alayhi salam, al-walidatu, the mother.
Father,
Walid.
Walid,
Yeah. Walida, tu is with the ta at the end. Mother. Al-walid. Sorry. That's going to come in the next line. Before that is al-wa'd, which means promise. وَيَقُولُونَ مَتَى هَذَا الْوَعْدِ. When will this promise? Al-millatu, religion. إِنِّي تَرَكْتُ مِلَّةَ قَوْمٍ لَا يُؤْمِنُونَ بِاللَّهِ. Al-azim, the great, the magnificent. That's an attribute of Allah as well. Al-walidu means the father. Al-muslimu, Muslim. Al-isha is isha, or you can say night. You know, in the story of Yusuf alayhi salam, when the brothers, they took Yusuf alayhi salam, and they came back home, and the Quran mentions, وَجَاءُوا أَبَاهُمْ Isha and Yabkun. They came to their father at night crying. That's why Isha is Isha in the evening as well, night. Ishaq means Ishaq. Ishaq alayhi salam. Adam alayhi salam. As-sunnah, two meanings. One is sunnah and one is way. Sunnat Allahi fil ladina khalaw min qabl. This is the way of the people that came before. Al-hasanatu means good. At-tafsilu, detailed. Or another meaning, explanation. Detailed explanation is tafsil. Tafsil ke saath in Urdu, have you heard that? Tafsil.
How would you do that tafsir of Quran and stuff?
Tafsir is explanation. This is tafsil. But good thinking, you're getting there now. Start using the words. Tafsil ke saath. Okay, al-hikmatu is wisdom. Ash-sha'id means the poet. So then again, this is come under our same heading of fa'il, isn't it? So who would you call a sha'ir? Is the one that's doing the action of poetry. He's a sha'ir. Poet. Al-abidu means the worshipper. Same again. It sits on the same thing as fa'il, the one that is worshipping. He's doing the action of worship. Don't change it into abad though. Al-miqdar, the limit. Al-muddatu, the term. Surah Tawbah, where Allah mentions فَأَتِمُّوا إِلَيْهِمْ عَهْدَهُمْ إِلَى مُدَّتِهِم.
Is miqdar not quantity?
Quantity is one meaning as well, but that's more Urdu. Yeah? Itni miqdar mein.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Isn't it Arabic as well? Amount or something.
Amount can be another. The one I found limit. So miqdar. Let's see where miqdar comes. الله يعلم ما تحمل كل أنثى وما تغيض الأرحام وما تزداد وكل شيء عنده بمقدار. The translation that's come in the tafsir for miqdar here is limit. Everything that he has is bimiqdar, with limit. But it can come for that as well. But the verse in the Quran where al-miqdar has come would be more. Para 13, Surah Al-Ra'd.
Proportion there in that one.
Proportion is one meaning. Yeah, that fits in as well. Proportion. And limit, that's another translation I found in tafsir. At-tijaratu, trade, business. Al-ahdu is pledge. Inna al-ahda kana mas'ula. On the day of resurrection, any pledge that you've made, you'll be asked about it. At-takbir is Allahu Akbar. When you say takbir tahrima, people say narai takbir. People say narai takbir. What they say? Allahu Akbar.
What should we put down for that, sorry?
You can, takbir is takbir, but you know what it is? Allahu Akbar.
Yeah, yeah.
When you call it, Allah is the greatest.
To say something is big, when you say takbir, are you trying to say
Someone that big, but in terms, if you just say takbir, in the sense, it's calling someone who's the greatest. Allahu Akbar is what is referred to. Allah is the greatest.
does this come in the Quran in that form, takbir?
In the Quran, in at-takbir,
A declaration of greatness.
One second.
Proclamation.
وَكَبِّرْهُ تَكْبِيرًا is basically saying, calling someone who's the greatest. وَكَبِّرْهُ, say about وَكَبِّرْهُ تَكْبِيرًا, that Allah is the greatest. But if you just say Allahu Akbar, that will fit in where you need to. If you look at the dictionary meaning, calling someone who's the greatest, but where you're going to use this word is Allahu Akbar. Allah is the greatest. Al-umru is age. Al-bukhlu, stinginess.
Miserly.
Miser is another. I compared both words because I know someone's going to ask me, why did you use stinginess and not miser? So when I check both words, so two words, stingy is a person that what they want to spend on themselves, what they're reducing that. Yeah. They could have spent more, but they're being stingy. Miser is someone that won't even spend on themselves. Even though they've got the money and they need something, they won't even spend on themselves.
Right.
That's the difference with both words. So bakhil, miser level is like shuh in Arabic. Someone who's got a degree in being stingy is called shuh. That's the highest level of bukhl, which Allah mentioned in the Quran. وَمَنْ يُوقَ شُحَّ نَفْسِهِ فَأُولَٰئِكَ هُمُ الْمُفْلِحُونَ. Whoever's protected from this is successful. So that's why, you know, when you say to someone, bakhil,
Yeah.
you're thinking you could have spent a bit more, but you didn't.
Okay.
Miser is like where you won't even spend anything on yourself at all. And you need to spend that money. You have it as well, but you still won't do that. People had this illness in the Bani Israel. And you know what kind of sin they used to do now? They made their maharims halal. Their own close haram relations, they made them halal. Na'udhu billahi min dhalik. Wattaqu shuh, it comes in hadith. So that is when I compared both words, because I thought I'll use miser as well, but bakhil fits more with this. If you compare the words, have a look at it as well.
Yeah.
The difference between stinginess and being a miser, and when we use bakhil as well.
Also, how about tight?
Tight can be one. Yeah, that does fit in as well, but it's more, tight is more like a slang.
Tight has two meanings.
That's the
Doesn't it?
lead word, isn't it?
It's a slang word, and then it won't be something which everyone will understand as well. Some people are very literal. So you get the point when you say someone's tight. That does come in this meaning as well, but it's a bit more of a slang word. But okay, alhamdulillah, this is done. Let's move on. Exercise now. Exercise number 1, al-istighfaru, seeking forgiveness, al-ikhtilafu, alternation, al-faqiru, pa al-ghaniyu, has two meanings, rich and self-sufficient, al-khiyanatu, treachery, al-walidatu, mother, al-millatu, religion, al-hasanatu, good, al-tafsil, is detailed explanation, al-hikmatu, wisdom. Exercise number 2, walida, al-walidatu in Arabic, sha'ir, al-sha'iru, khiyana, al-khiyanatu, milla, al-millatu, istighfar, al-istighfaru, ikhtilaf, al-ikhtilafu, that's an Urdu word, guman, al-dhannu, in Arabic, hikmah, al-hikmatu. Isa is Prophet Isa, al-Isha, you know, is night, and the Isha prayer is at night. Ishaq, name of a prophet. Adam alayhi salam, name of a prophet. Al-Hasanatu, good. The next exercise, number 4, is the writing. We need to fill it in. Ra, al-ikhtilaf, the fa at the end. As-sunnatu, the ta at the end. Al-walidatu, the other ta. Al-ridwanu, noon at the end. Adamu, mim at the end. Al-makan, noon at the end. Ishaq, qaf. Al-hasanatu, ta at the end. Al-millatu, ta. Exercise number 5 is the harakats of fatha, dhamma, kasra, sukoon. If you fill them in. Okay. Exercise number 6, Brother Yaqub, can you make up this word? Fa, qaf, ya, ra. Yeah, you said it. Faqir, yeah. Next.
Walid, al-walid.
Walid, yes. Next. Milla. Next. Yeah, khiyana, that's that. Next. Hikmah. Next.
Son.
Dhan. Next.
Haja.
Haja. Next. Sunnah.
Marcel, what did you say? Ridwan and Ridwan? In Urdu it says Ridamandi there.
Yeah. So in the Quran, Ridwan comes once. وَرِضْوَانٌ مِّنَ اللَّهِ أَكْبَرُ. So in Urdu you can say Rizamandi. There can be another word for that. Is there any other word you
That's
found?
what's written in book Ridamandi.
Yes, yeah. It's that. Pleasure.
What does Ridwan Mandi mean?
Ridamandi is like You know, if you're getting married, the imams will ask you, Razamandi, are you okay with this?
Oh, right, okay, yeah.
Razamandi chahiye isme.
अच्छा, अच्छा.
Basically, happiness.
Are you
Your
okay with
Are you
this?
happy
Are you okay with
Do you
this?
agree with this? Are you in agreement with this?
Yeah. But if you look at the word radiya in Arabic,
In that sentence.
it's not gonna. In the term where they say in nikah, radiya is mean when you're happy. Radiya, raditu. Have you heard that? Raditu billahi rabba. I am pleased with Allah being my Rabb. Okay, radiya in Arabic is when you're happy about something. Radiya, raditu. I accept. I'm happy with this. Radiyallahu anhum wa radu an. Yeah, that's another thing. That's it. Allah is pleased with them. Okay, have we finished that? Let's move on to exercise number 7, Quran ayats now. وَلَا تَسْتَوِي الْحَسَنَةُ وَلَا السَّيِّئَةُ. Al-Hasana, highlight that. Next, وَيُعَلِّمُهُمُ الْكِتَابَ وَالْحِكْمَةِ. How many words? الكتاب والحكمة. وإما تخافن من قوم خيانة عن خيانة والله ذو الفضل العظيم أنا الفضل as well. لا يستوي الخبيث والطيب أن طيب إلا حاجة في نفس يعقوب حاجة وما كان استغفار إبراهيم لأبيه استغفار إني تركت ملة قوم لا يؤمنون بالله ملة أن قوم واختلاف الليل والنهار ليل and نهار we've done as well. ومن كان فقيرا فليأكل بالمعروف فقير and معروف لا تضار والدة بولدها والدة ويقولون متى هذا الوعد وعد. Is that okay, Harun? Is it hard or what is it? The vision is very important.
When is this exam for me?
When you get 2 more lessons done. To be honest, I'm trying to take it easy a bit, but really, we need to be moving faster. To be honest with you, if you want to start picking up, if you are opening the Quran and you're going to start reading it daily, each lesson you're going to start picking up something. Because the first stage is getting our words done. You need to know them words to get on to the next part, lesson 10. And we only have 2 more lessons of words. After that, a lot of the words you've done are going to come. There will be new words as well, but it's a different setup. It's going to be more of reading, so you're going to have to give it to one person and say, right, you have to read half a side. I'm not going to tell you anything. You have to read and translate yourself. That's the set of this book, how it's going to be. Only place I can help you is the word that's new. So there's going to be a lot of reading coming ahead as well. Right now, this is the part we're doing now, is that, you know, when you give a lollipop to little baby before going to school, they're crying, and then after that, that lollipop works, they become a doctor, engineer. They're just getting you started yet with the words. After that, it's gonna, but you won't get it any easier than this way. What you're gonna get and what you learn from the Quran. These words here, when I open the Quran, I remember, okay, we did this in this lesson, we did this in this lesson as well. I'll give you an example. The word surur has come. What's that ayat? Surah Para 29. Doing the 10 down. Is that Para 29? Because people view this on YouTube as well.